Hello, good morning, good evening, and you're in the right place. So thanks again for joining us again. Today we're talking about the speakers that we're going to have at our next SaaSpreneur Live event. We had a webinar last week where we revealed the first two of the year, which are Dallas and Dubai. Today we're going to focus on Dallas. There are a few tickets left for both events. I think there are a few left.
Yeah.
This one's right around the corner, and it's here in Dallas. So today we're going to run through the slides really quickly in case you missed last week's webinar, just to sort of recap the details of the event. But more importantly, we're going to meet our speakers for the February event. All right, today we're talking about our SaaSpreneur Live event in Dallas. It is at a new location that we're super pumped about, the Hilton Anatole. It's February 6th to the 7th. It's a 2-day event. We're sort of revamping these. If you've been to a mastermind in the past, this is going to be a bit of a sort of a more intimate workshop-y sort of environment, I would say. We're going to talk about our open office hours, and this is our very first SaaSpreneur Live. So you get to be, at a little bit of high-level history in the making if you can make it to Dallas this February. This is what the agenda is going to look like. Won't spend too much time on this, but again, it's a 2-day event, so it is going to be really action-packed. More of a condensed format. We're definitely going to really dive in and make sure that, by the time you leave, you are totally set up for success. You've had a chance to get your tech set up. We'll talk about that in a second. But really understand from all the way from the opportunity of SaaSpreneurship. And I think it's worth mentioning, no matter where you're coming from, right? We have agencies looking to add a SaaS offering. We have digital entrepreneurs looking to build an online business from scratch. We've really seen it all. Anything you want to mention there,
Yeah.
Wesley? I mean, even your son has been to a few events, and him and his friends are now up and running.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're crushing it. So, I could obviously go on forever about my son, but I'll save everybody for that from that. But yeah, and I think that's really what we've seen is this kind of evolution where more and more digital entrepreneurs are using it. They may deploy a SaaS as part of their coaching program, so that they're using it some directly as a SaaS offering, some as an agency with services, as well as those who may have a coaching program. And as people get access to their coaching program, they get access to a specialized SaaS that's been built on top of high level. So we're seeing a wide range of uses of the platform.
Absolutely. We will have office hours. So this has become sort of one of the most anticipated aspects of our events, is that our staff, from the support team to the dev team, the product team, are there in a room. They're ready and willing and able to crack open a laptop with you and literally dive into your account and, help you work through whatever you're working on, whether it's...
And this could not be a more well received part of the whole program, where everybody gets so excited because they get to sit, I like to say, shoulder to shoulder with the dev person, working through their items. So when they leave, everything is set up properly. So that's a really powerful thing. It's not over Zoom or via email. It's literally sitting next to someone, saying, "Hey, here's my problem. Help me solve it." So it's a hot item of the overall event.
Absolutely. And I would say not just, in addition to whatever you're working on building, it's also an opportunity for our team to get hands-on feedback from you and where you want to see the platform go. So you literally can help us push this together, or push this forward together in a direction that you want to see it go, if you're able to make it to an event and sit down with our team.
Yes.
We also have the swag store there where you can pick up cool beanies like this one, sweatshirts like this one, which is awesome as well. Guest speakers. This is, probably the most important part of the event. We are bringing in some, I want to say heavy hitters, but not just heavy hitters, also people that are recently successful in SaaSpreneurship. So folks that are walking this same path that you are about to go down, that are just a couple of miles ahead. And so today we're going to reveal who our speakers are for this event. I think our next slide is going to reveal them. So are we ready?
Yeah, and one thing what I think is really cool with the speakers that we have coming is they're award winners. So we have award winners speaking, and it's not necessarily somebody who has tens of thousands of SaaS customers. It's people that are still they're award winners, but they're scaling, they're adding customers. So it's that it's it's that recency of what's working and what they're doing that they're coming to share. So that's what I'm really excited about is if you look at our speakers. So
Absolutely.
let's share it out here.
I might be wrong. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is past speakers. So, as you can see, if you've been a part of the community or if you're in the online marketing space, we've had some of the biggest names in the biz come and join us at these more intimate events. It's an incredible opportunity not just to learn from them, but also get to hang out with them and add them to, your network of colleagues. Let's see. Are we diving in? Okay, here we go. I love it. A little prep slide here. Are we ready to meet the speakers for the very first SaaSpreneur Live here in Dallas?
Drum
Boom!
roll, yes.
The first one is Sharice Rodriguez. Sharice is, if you've been to some of our events, you've probably met her. So she's been at a few of the events. I've had a blast getting to know Sharice. She's the CEO of Pipeliner, and we empower we empower enterprises. She's scaled business globally by integrating strategy, system, software, staffing, and support to build profitable, impactful businesses. She's created an online platform empowering experts to design profitable cohorts and courses aligned with their business goals. And she's just a fantastic person, really
Yeah.
fun to hang out with. I don't know, Wesley, have you had a chance to connect with Sharice at any of the events?
Briefly, so I don't know her as much as you do, but yeah, it's really a great ad to have her. And obviously, Pipeliner is a super successful white label customer, SaaS customer. So it's pretty exciting to have Sharice.
Absolutely. And I think, Sharice, are you still here with us in the room? I believe so. If you want to say hello in the chat, and if you're available, we can pop you up to say hello. Just let us know. And I don't see her popping in
Oh
there.
yeah,
She
there she
got
is.
to
There she
jump.
is.
Oh, all right. Hi, Sharice. Would you like to say hi to everybody? Let me see if I know how to do this. Okay. More promote the panelists. Okay, here we go.
Wow. Up, you already jumped to the next slide on our
Oh
speaker.
no. Sorry. Now I'm annotating.
That's fine.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. I tried to promote you, Sharice. Hopefully, did you pop up? There we are.
I'm here. Hey guys.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're doing great. Thanks so much for joining us. We are on a tight schedule, but I'd like to give you about 90 seconds or less to let everybody know why you're super excited to join us in Dallas and what you plan to bring to the stage.
Absolutely. So we launched the SaaS part just last year, March of last year. So first of all, it'll be exciting to celebrate our year anniversary with you guys out there.
All right.
Yeah. And it was actually also, like some of you who might be on here, I had subscribed to the SaaS for a couple of years before it. I was using it for my own practice, for my own business, and I just never launched it until last year. And I know I was stuck. I didn't know exactly what to do, how to do it. It was a aha moment with Paulson and the will to want to push through it and find a strategy to launch what I call the founders launch and get your first 25 people. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on, and also, sharing some of the strategies we did to get to that 25 and then to get to the next milestone. So really excited about that.
That's awesome. So a lot of people are kind of in that, I think, a similar journey. So kind of talking through what you were able to kind of overcome, and then that, because the first 25, once you get to 25, it's in that range where all of a sudden you get that inertia and that momentum going. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, Sharice, thanks so much for hopping on. We're going to roll into our next presenter. We will see you very soon in Dallas. And let me
In Dallas.
okay, fantastic. And our next presenter is Katie Lynn White. She is the founder of Real Beauty Bosses, the owner of Revamp Group. She has scaled a coaching business for salon and spa professionals. So I know a lot of the high levelers are in those sorts of
Yeah.
niches, growing a global community of over 23,000 members. She's actually transitioned from marketing agency owner to now coach, entrepreneur, and she's achieved 7x growth in just 4 months. So again, another sort of recent explosion. And I don't know if you've seen Katie online or not, but I have checked out a few of her talks. A lot of really good stuff on social media strategy. I watched one talk where she got really granular into like, hey, go execute this right now in Instagram. So I anticipate she'll be bringing that to the event as well. So you could expect to walk out of that session with tactics that you could go implement right there that day to start generating business and clients. A lot of folks in the beauty industry in those niches as well. So I think that is going to be fantastic to have her there. I don't think Katie's with us today. She wasn't able to make it. I don't see her in the chat. So we'll have to save our hellos for Dallas. All right. Our next speaker, who is with us today, so we will get to hear from them, is Mr. Andy Audet. Again, if you've been to high-level events, you've definitely met Andy. He is a fantastic human who goes out of his way to sort of meet and make friends with everybody. He's the founder of Progreta.com, and he's president of Audet Media. He's helped thousands of small businesses generate millions of dollars through innovative marketing campaigns and automated strategies. He is a Fortune 1000 award winner for exceptional customer acquisition methods, rapid scaling systems. Andy has been one of those folks that we've had the pleasure to watch go on this journey and just really rock it to success. So with that, let me find Andy in the room and promote him up here so we can hear from the man himself.
And while you're doing it, I think his story is really fascinating, but also I think the whole process at which he acquires customers is really unique. And so I'm really excited to have him speaking and sharing. So
there he is.
Andy, the man, the myth.
Hey guys, I'm super excited to be speaking at the Mastermind. Wesley, Chase, thank you so much for having me. For everyone who's watching, what you can expect from me, I'm going to share with you how to get your first 100 subscribers with webinars. I've followed the one-to-many route, and I remember being at the first Mastermind with Chase in 2022, asking him like 176 questions back to back, and saying, Chase, man, like, let me try to understand this SaaS thing. All right. I used to run a marketing agency where I did high ticket services, you know, whatever, 5, 10 funnels, Facebook ads, and so forth. And Chase at the first Mastermind, Sean and the group was really teaching me the value of SaaS and recurring revenue. And today I'm 100% SaaS, and it's because of going to that first Mastermind a couple years ago. And so if you're brand new to the community, or if you're at that stage where you're like, hey man, like, should I go all in? I'm kind of teeter-tottering. When you go to that Mastermind, all your questions will be answered because the opportunity that you're looking for is in the show up.
Absolutely. Andy, so well put. Again, I'm going to say it again. I don't remember where we picked it up, but when you need to figure something out, you want to ask not how, but who, right? Who has already done this before, and how can I shortcut this journey by, getting in the room with them, getting to know them, and hearing their secrets. Andy, we're super pumped to have you at the event to share your secrets. Again, another sort of rising star in the community. Can't wait for you to be there. And again, I think your one-to-many approach is awesome. And so the crowd is definitely going to benefit from being there.
Yeah. Well, and it's one-to-many, proven one-to-many.
Proven one-to-many, the exact process. Like if I had to start all over again and get my first, today we have hundreds, but if I had to start all over and get my first 100, this is what I would do. So for those of you who are watching this and you're one of those people that's like big thinkers, you want to create great results, the opportunities in the show up, I'll share with you our processes. And most importantly, you'll be a part of a community of other people, other speakers who are going to share their processes, and you'll create your system, your own proprietary system, from gathering insights from Chase, from Wesley, from Paulson, and from all the other speakers, as well as myself. And then you'll leave the Mastermind. If your experience is anything like mine, you'll leave the Mastermind with your process and a clear vision for 2025.
I love it. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us, Andy. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See you in a couple of weeks now.
All right. Let's meet our fourth and final speaker for the Dallas SaaSPRENEUR Live event, Mr. Mike Crossan. Mike is the CEO and co-founder of ARFunnel.io and the owner of Coffee Over Cardio. He's empowered more than 200 active coaches with contract-free recurring revenue models. He has generated $10 million, I'm assuming more than 10 million, in coffee skills and scaled 2 seven-figure agencies, leveraging bold ideas to create impactful businesses. We've got a lot to learn from Mike. I love that he's crossed sort of e-com all the way to agency services. So no matter where you're coming in from, Mike's probably got some insight and experience to share from you or with you. Let me find him in the group and let's bring the man up so that we
Well,
can.
and this is another good example, like Andy, where he's been there and he's like, gosh, I'm going to be on that stage one day. And here we are in relatively short order. He's had a lot of success. So I think learning from someone who's done it. So here he is.
Absolutely.
Mike.
Hey
There he
guys.
is, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Chase, man. Thanks for having me. Wesley, good to talk with you again. Yeah, man, 2 years ago, I sat in the audience and I had an agency, and so I was like, I love what this is doing. The agency, everything is so custom. I come from an e-commerce background, obviously with a coffee company. I actually exited out of that late 23 and went all in on AR funnel, which is obviously GHL SaaS. And man, it's just been a wild ride. We're averaging a new client a day. I'm in the fitness space teaching online coaches.
I
And I do
never
the
would have
one,
guessed fitness.
yeah. Well, here's the thing, man. Everybody needs a funnel. Most people that, in my mind, when they first come into the GHL world, they think this is a really great way to manage clients. And it's like, no, no, no. This is a really great way to get clients. So we basically teach people how to acquire clients. And we do that by giving you the same model that we use. And so coming from the e-commerce background, I'm going to teach a lot about actually getting leads. People want to think a lot on, well, I'll build a website, people's going to come. And I'm like, this ain't Field of Dreams. Like, just, if you don't know what that is, ask your parents. But the idea is like, how do we attract the client? How do we attract the ideal customer, our messaging and the system to get them to want to work with you and build that trust, support, and love. And, man, it's just been a wild ride. I'm excited. We have over 200 active people currently, and I've been in this for 2 years. I have no doubt that in 3 years I'll have close to 1,000 based on our trajectory. And I'm going to basically talk about the 3 different channels that I've been using to acquire customers on a daily basis.
Fantastic. That's so great, Mike. Thank you so much for joining us today. We can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks. As you can see, we've, all of our speakers have sort of come at it from a different angle. There's no one way to do this. There are a million, but there are certain patterns and aspects and tried and true methods that we're going to learn from folks like Mike. So, Mike, we can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks in Dallas.
Thanks, Chase. I'll see you guys there.
All right.
Bye.
Let me switch Mike back over there. Awesome.
I think
So,
what's cool, if you kind
Wesley,
of hear
I
that,
think-
you got one to many, you've got
Yep.
a specific way about leads, and that's really why I'm really excited about this specific event and the SaaSpreneur Live aspect of it is you have SaaSpreneurs live right there sharing how and the specific steps they went through to go from whether it's the first 25 or getting one a day, and so that people can take that actionable information and deploy it in their business. That's why I'm so pumped about this.
Absolutely. We're going to cover it start to finish, right? We're going to talk about the opportunity, common offers. Then you're going to hear specific offers from the speakers, how they're getting clients, prospecting, how they're closing, burning questions that you might have that are really specific to what you're trying to do. You'll have the chance to ask it and get insights from not just our speakers, but also our founders. So the founders are going to be at the event. It's an incredible opportunity to hear from them. We're going to have Q&As with them, but what's more cool is you just get to hang out, right? So they're going to be in the room hanging out. They're going to be at the meals, sitting next to you. They're going to be at the evening events hanging out. And so it's just really unprecedented access to the 3 co-founders, Sean, Robin, and Varun. You get to pick their brains, but more importantly, they'll get to pick your brains. And again, learn about what you're doing, how you're doing it, where you want to see the platform go so that we can build it and evolve it together. Of course, there's going to be more. We're going to have daily Q&As to make sure that we address any questions that you bring to the event. We're going to keep you well nourished. The food and drinks are always a highlight at high-level events. If you've been to one before, let us know in the chat how much You loved the food, the drink, the evening activities are always a blast as well. The events team does an incredible job. And guided networking, which is, I think, maybe the most important reason to be in the room. Build that network. We'll say it again. If you want to go fast, Wesley.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with someone.
That's right. And so when you leave the event, you're going to have a network of colleagues and friends to go far with. And, you know, when you're there and you're talking to folks like Andy and Mike, and, you know, they will tell you, I still keep in contact with so many people from that very first event. It's almost like you're part of a graduating class that you go sort of get to attack the game together with. And so if for nothing else, you want to be in the room to meet those folks and build that network. We're going to have the co-founder hangouts and Q&As, but the goal of the event is that you leave ready to rock. You know that your tech is set up, you're ready to take credit cards and generate customers. You fully understand the opportunity. You've seen a variety of models. Hopefully you've honed in on the one that you think makes the most sense for you. We're going to have materials for you, right? So we have obviously courses and recorded content that you can take back home with you. They're full of assets, like scripts and guides and things like that that you can actually use to implement, literally walk down Main Street into a business and sell them your new SaaS.
Think of the we need to plug in here that video of the individual we spoke to at Alex Shalinsky's event, where he said, I just took that presentation you gave me at the event and got customers out of it. We need to plug that in there.
Yeah. I mean, strategies like that, like going to the Chamber of Commerce and just delivering a pre-built Canva presentation that we have ready for you is a fantastic way to generate your first couple of customers if you're just getting started. Let's talk about tickets, Wesley. This is the most affordable event that we have done yet.
Yeah, and really, if you look at these are typically $12.97 for the event. It is different this year. One of the things that we've not done in the past is had any type of exhibitors or sponsors. So this is a slight tweak change to really try to offset the cost. So this is a limited opportunity to attend at this significantly reduced rate. So if there's ever a time, now's the time, but just realize it's the exhibitors and the sponsors that we'll have there that are really offsetting the cost for everyone to make it a little bit more.
So make sure you thank a sponsor when you get to the event, because they have asked us to bring the ticket price down under $1,000. Tickets before, you can see it on the screen, were about $1,300.
Yeah.
You can come join us in Dallas or Dubai for $697. That includes your meals and drinks, which is amazing. And then get everything else that we just talked about.
And Dallas is pretty close to selling out, just kind of FYI. Dubai it's a few weeks out, so there's still more space at Dubai versus Dallas. So if you are contemplating, if Dallas is your target city, I would lock in a ticket sooner rather than later, just FYI.
And one thing I don't think we mentioned last time that we probably should point out is when you get your ticket, you then get access to the room block, correct?
Correct, yes. We do have discounted rooms. So, once you get your ticket, you'll get a specialized link for that.
Awesome. If you'd like to join us, the Dallas one again is pretty much almost sold out. So if you want to be there, I would go get your ticket today. Never been a better price. You can grab those at SaaSpreneur.com/live, or you can hit that QR code on the screen. We'll hang out for just a minute so everybody has a chance to scan if they'd like. But thank you all so much for joining. If you plan on attending, I'd love to see a 5 in the chat so that we can get a sense if anybody hanging with us today is going to be there with us in Dallas. Fantastic. Jabril.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. The winner.
Great. Awesome. This is going to be a blast. I'm excited to check out the new venue. It's, I'm told, much bigger, and we're going to be on a different level this time. And as always,
the venue's bigger, but we're still keeping this specific event more intimate in its scope and scale, because that's really the whole purpose, right? Is to have a smaller, more like-minded group of people that are all on the same journey. Back to your point earlier, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with someone. And to your point on the guided networking, that's the whole idea, is we try to create this. So you have your specific community that you can leave there with people that are in the same boat that you're in, pedaling, y'all are all pedaling in the same direction, working together. We have a lot of times people where they've created accountability groups out of it and so forth. So it's really been responsible for a lot of people's success building that community, building that network, has made a big difference. So it's always fun to see the group of people, and we have a lot of fun. So excited to see everyone there.
Absolutely. If you know that you're ready to go on this journey as a SaaSpreneur, I would encourage you to be there. You heard from Mike, and I've seen countless folks come to an event and be like, you're going to see me on that stage winning an award, in October, and then sure enough, there they are. So again, it's an opportunity to be in the room with folks that are further ahead in the journey, learn the shortcuts, learn their tricks and tips, and jumpstart your journey.
Well, that was Mike's story, right? He said he attended, and here he is, 2 years later. So it's pretty fascinating.
Absolutely.
Really,
and
I guess
we're lucky enough to
18
have
months.
him on stage sharing, exactly how he did it.
Yeah.
Jubril won a laptop at Onyx event in November. Man, you are a lucky fellow. Make sure that we buy some scratch offs while you're there in Dallas. All right, awesome. Well, hopefully everybody has a chance to either jot down that URL or scan that QR code. We hope that you can make it to Dallas. It's going to be an amazing event. And we'll see you in a week or two to run down some more details and give away some more tickets to Dubai. All right, everyone. Have a great one until then.